Kama vipi nilishawaambia, kuna kitu ambacho kinapikwa, kuna kitu ambacho kinakuja na ni kimbunga. Kimbunga hichi kinakuja kufagia na kubadilisha usemi wa siasa za Kenya. Hichi kimbunga kinaongozwa na Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, James Orengo pamoja na wengine. Sasa kwa ule mkutano ambao umeweza kuwa Kakamega kule nchini Kenya yani ni makubwa ambayo yameweza kufanyika. Serikali ya Kenya ilijaribu kurusha vitoa machozi ili kuweza kutawanya ule mkutano wa Sifuna usiweze kufanyika. Lakini unajua nini kilitokea? Yani wananchi wote ambao walikuwa wamehudhuria ule mkutano, hakuna hata mmoja aliweza kutawanyika pale. Watu waliweza kujikusanya, wakazima vile vitoa machozi ambavyo vilikuwa vimetozwa pale na mkutano ukaendelea. Yani kuna kitu ambacho kinakuja kutokea na kinakuja kuonesha ukubwa wa Edwin Sifuna kwenye siasa za nchini Kenya. Wajua, baada ya marehemu Raila Amolo Odinga alipokufa, rais wa nchi ya Kenya ambaye ni Daktari William Samoei Arap Ruto na wengine walijua kwamba hakuna yeyote ambaye atakuwa na uwezo wa kuweza kuvuta umati mkubwa wa watu, au hakuna yeyote ambaye ataweza kuwasinikiza watu waweze kuweza kuja kwenye mikutano au kuweza kutoka kwenye maandamano. Sasa kitu ambacho kinaletwa na Edwin Sifuna ni kitu cha kitofauti kabisa, na ni huenda ikawa akayafanya makubwa hata kuliko yale ambayo Raila Amolo Odinga aliweza kufanya. Hivi wakishirikiana pamoja na Babu Owino ambaye ni mbunge wa Embakasi, ni makubwa ambayo yanakuja kutokea. Baadhi ya watu wameweza kusema kwamba iwapo inatokea wakati kwamba Edwin Sifuna anajitoza kwenye ulingo wa kugombea urais na akaweza kumchukua Babu Owino kama naibu wake basi wana nafasi kubwa ya kuweza kumtetemesha William Ruto, na hata huenda akaweza kumuondoa madarakani mwakani, ambapo wajua kura za Kenya zinatarajiwa kuweza kufanyika mwaka ujao ambaye ni mwaka wa 2027. Ila tuweze kusubiri tuone ni kipi ambacho kitaweza kufuata.
I'm going to do a long video about this, ndio uniongelele tuishe tu one time. I want you guys to understand the dark side of and the dangers that we put ourselves in when we just decide to go for this rally. And it's never an easy thing. It's always a sacrifice. And we pray in the morning, you have water in the stomach, you don't have strength. You're wondering, am I going to come back alive? Because that is the reality of holding political rallies in this country. That is what this regime has done. And it is very, very sad. Musituonange huko tunapiga picha mzuri, tunatoa videos, tuna dance, munadhani ati oh my god it's all glamorous and everything. No. There's a lot of darkness in terms of fearing for your life, not knowing if you're going to go back alive to your family, not understanding what you're going to face there, having to leave your phone at home because you can't go with your phone because you don't know who's tracking you, receiving threats on your phone. You are the leaders that you interact with and you relate with and you support being threatened. I mean, a day before the rally, the brother-in-law of Babu Owino was abducted. We had to amplify until he was released. I can release us 4 a.m. in which polling station. And allegedly, you know very well, Raymond was being mentioned heavily, the PS for Interior, who is also a senior Luo brother. You'd think he'd want to mentor and work with people like Babu Owino. And even if we were indifferent, Nini, and how Kibicho saini blogger. Raymond, go see what Kibicho is doing now. Now you have Nisa, unajua nini? Wacha your power kuingia tu kwa kichwa. It's okay. Your time is coming. Your day of reckoning is coming. Fast forward. So, we go. We are receiving intelligence left, right, and center. And it is true. This photo, it's true. They had goons outside Kisumu International Airport. Can you imagine reducing an international airport ati wangoje leaders wawaumize leaders walinda wananchi akina Babu Owino, Edwin Sifuna, Richard Onyonka, James Orengo, your own son. Yani muna organize goons munaweka outside Kisumu International Airport. And we thank God for the people behind the scenes that are supporting us with information and intel and working this journey with us and praying for us. Kwanza kutuombea, mnatuombeanga sana. I think your maombi yenu ndio inatusaidia. So hata sisi wenye tulikuwa kwa ground days before, we were receiving intelligence and information. We could not even wear our branding in the morning. We had to leave early. We had to go hide somewhere as we receive information. Our people were on the ground. Some were even arrested by plainclothes police. Tunasema simuwapeleke basi police station, muandikie charge sheet. Hapana, toeni pesa. Wakatufanya tutoe pesa nyingi sana. Janeko, by the way, Janeko, a very vibrant young TikToker here. And Papuchilo can attest to it. I'm tagging them here. That happened to them. And then we had to tell our people, move in groups, don't be branded. Jumutamakiwa na mkimakiwa tunaona venye wanajaribu kuhara. Direct harassment to ensure that people are afraid to attend the rally. But I want to thank the people of Kakamega because you guys showed up. Even when those people were being sent to throw those tear gas, muliwashika na mkawaleta kwa stage. Kuna hata mmoja tulihave kumshield. Alikuja akajificha kwa stage, tukamshield. Tulikuwa tunamuinterrogate, tunamuuliza, why would you do this? Haki pole, nilipatiwa pesa, msitikiwa nichukua wataniua. Tukamwambia, we are not like you. We are actually going to shield you until the rally ends. Tutajua venye tutakupenyesha utoke. And we did that. There are others that didn't survive. The supporters for both Babu, Edwin Sifuna and Orengo that were leaving Kisumu to come, of course. Hata mimi, nikikuwa Nakuru na nikikuwa Kiambu, Babu Wino anakuja, for example, hapa Nairobi, nitaenda juu mimi supporter wake ni mnini. So of course, his fans and his people are gonna leave Kisumu to come to Kakamega juu amesikia anakuja Kakamega na hakupitia Kisumu venye alikuwa stahili kupitia kwa sababu guns wamepangwa. And one of them was targeted and killed because he's a known Babu supporter. That we are living in a time where you go to a rally and you don't know if you're going to come back alive. Just because we are also exercising our political right to come together, to rally and to just sell our ideologies to the people of this country. Just because we are opposing this current regime. Hakuna rally ya opposition, even with other leaders, that haijatakiwa. Kutresiwa, kudreteniwa. As we are threatened on a daily. Even on this TikTok, hapo nakuja DM on a threaten, I have to block because I'm like, I can't deal with this nonsense. And even on the, so, it's not easy, you guys, that's all I'm saying. And it's very sad that this government is reducing itself to be a goons government, because that's what happened. When the president is going somewhere, goons wanamwa kampaningi. Actually, people avoid it. Hata watu wakaba atakwambia, mimi siwezi kupeleka huko. President ako huko, kwa hivyo magoons wake wako huko, na watarobwa say. People go the other day. We've seen videos of people being robbed by goons in Kilimani, Kileleshwa. And the government, the CS of Interior tells us that yes, there are some people could be having tear gas. Are you serious? Who has given them this tear gas and this mandate and this power to freely roam around and terrorize people that are holding a different and contrary opinion from you guys? And if we were to arm ourselves as the opposition, you would come at us and tell us you cannot take security into your own matters, but you're not guaranteeing us security and you're not taking care of us. You had planned goons outside Kisumu International Airport to attack our leaders. Are you serious? How are we having this conversation that Jumbo Jet, hata yo KAA inasili kuwa kuholdiwa responsible. Wali leak information ya leaders wetu. Watakuwa kwa hii flight, watakuwa kufanya nini? If we didn't have a plan B, by the way, we would not have held our... But Mungu ni nani? Vijana wa Kakamega ni nani? Thank you for giving us intel the whole day. Even when we were in hiding, after rally yetu. Even after the rally, there were goons in Kondele. They were waiting for us. We had to stay in Kakamega. We were going to Kisumu very late at night so that we can access our flights and come back. It's that serious. So, when you see leaders saying things that are happening on the ground, it is true. Tunapangiwangwa. If these guys had a chance, they would kill us. So that we stop speaking out and we start talking and we stop mobilizing and rallying behind leaders that we are lying. They would literally kill us all. If they had bullets enough, anybody with a discerning opinion would be killed by this regime. And I'm saying this because I have been there and I have felt that fear. It takes the courage of our leaders. It takes those people to inspire us to get out of our homes and go. Because they tell us, we have to go. And so we keep moving. But surely.
Kakamega oye! Hatutoroki leo, pima hiyo kitu mkutano.
Lakini we mwanaume wako anaweza vumilia Teargas ka Sifuna. Umeona vile msa amevumilia Teargas wewe. Anasema leta tutavuta kabaki. Unatumia Teargas unakaa hivi. No shaking. Do I look like I'm shaking to you? No. Wewe mwanaume wako anaweza vumilia Teargas hivyo. Wote hapo walisimama hivi. Na ni Teargas moja. Wako anasema baby come. Sifuna is that guy. Najua wale walitupa Teargas walijam. Imagine utupe Teargas na mtu wa react. Hiyo ni failure.
Hello, kijana anatembea hapa na niko na badi mwenyewe na dileta. Tumepatana hapa hivi Kakamega na watu ni wengi sana. Watu wamekuja Kakamega.
Tumekuja kusema sisi ndio Sifuna. Hata wewe mwenye unawacha video gani ni Sifuna?
Wewe ni Sifuna. Wamejenziwa kwa hapa na tukaendelea ndani.
Tukazima, tukapungua na tukaendelea.
Wenyewe wakatoroka. Haikuwa kali. Kasongo kumbafu. Haya.
Let me tell you about this guy and what I think about the whole situation that is surrounding him currently, and why he should be cautious about the Kenyan hype. You see, the truth of the matter is that as Kenyans, we are a very hype-based community. We get emotional about a particular thing, we go with the hype, but we never sustain it, right? And we reward brilliance and intelligence with political rewards. That's why you will be having a casual conversation with a group of people and someone says a point that carries the day. Alafu unasikia mtu mmoja hapo ndani ameuliza, unasimama kiti wapi tukupatie? Because that's who we are. And don't get me wrong, that particular point is not about Sifuna, because Sifuna, penye amejipata as at now, is as a result of the consistency he has had long before even Baba passed away, right? He has told and said the same things in front of Baba, when Baba was alive, and even Baba after Baba has died. So Sifuna is not just a person who has been placed there. There has been a consistency, which is why people are rewarding him with this hype. But now let's talk about the hype. We've seen this hype before. If you observe and recall, there was Morara who was doing a very good job exposing the rot of the country and the way it is bleeding money with projects that are initiated and never done, right? There was Okiya Omtata, who is a human rights defender through and through, right? Right profile of candidate, no blemishes with corruption. People hyped him up and the hype was so high and then it died down. And most recently, Justice Kenani Maraga, sorry. Justice Maraga was damn near pulled out of his house when people went and told him, you're the kind of profile of candidate that we want. Kenya needs a person like you who's honest and straightforward. And they convinced him that that part about his character would carry him through ambitions for presidency. But clearly, as you have seen now, his activities are scaled down, his meetings are smaller and smaller, not because that he has stopped being that person who has that character, no. It's because the Kenyan hype is usually unsustainable. And don't get me wrong as well, it is not easy to ignore. Because at the moment where you are on top of the Kenyan hype, people will praise you, people will make memes with you, especially memes. Memes are a very fast way of communicating a message, and people make them. You will be discussed on interviews, you will be discussed on talk shows, primetime news. They will talk about you. It's very hard to ignore that. And the person who is on that seat right now is Sifuna. Here's why I think he should be cautious. One, Kenyans are not consistent when it comes to this hype. I would love to be proven wrong now, but Kenyans over time have proven they are not consistent. You cannot rely on Kenyans' hype and emotion to drive your agenda. And Kenyans will plant ideas in your head. They will plant ideas in your head, you will absorb those ideas based off those interactions, and then they will leave you with a dream that was not yours in the first place. Maybe it is, but not at that moment. Because think about it. Right now, you've already started seeing conversations about Sifuna running for president. I have seen people have talk shows and analyze what would happen if he were to run for president, right? So they have moved Sifuna away from Senate, which he was intending to retain anyway, right? And told him that now he has a shot at presidency, which is not bad, it's okay. However, they are saying it at the heat of the moment. After they tell you all that, other people start pitting you against other people you may have a common agenda with. Because right now, I've also seen other talk shows talking about what does the rise of Sifuna do to someone like Babu. Because right before this whole debacle happened, if you can remember, there was a poll that went around who should take over ODM. And 33% of people voted for Babu. Who should be Nairobi governor? Overwhelmingly, it has been Babu throughout the whole time. Hata ukiona mapolls inaenda, inakuwa Sakaja hata hayuko kwa hesabu. It's Babu, Gakuya, Irongo Nyakera, Sakaja huko mwisho. So, they are saying now that Sifuna'S rise will kill Babu's star. And the hype around that side will also start convincing him that he should stay away from Sifuna. I've also heard a person who analyzes politics called Lee say that if Babu goes with Sifuna to Kakamega, and there are other factors that will be at play, his star will dim in favor of Sifuna. So what does that do? If I was in a position to advise Sifuna, the first thing I would tell him is, after Maliza hizi Linda Mwananchi, because they are meant to galvanize support around the true cause of ODM, go back to Nairobi and make sure umeshikilia Nairobi in a way that come rain or shine, regardless of who comes to run against you, you will win the Nairobi seat. From then on, you can negotiate for anything else you want, you can pursue anything you want, but ukiwa umeshikilia kiti yako ya Senate. It's very hard to fight when you're on the outside. So Wakenya, msidanganye Sifuna alafu mmwachilie venye mmeachilia watu wengine wote.
Sini wa baba, baba, jeshi ya baba, baba, sini wa baba, baba, jeshi ya baba.
Nice like